Hey, what do you say? Sunday night, everything's all right. Let's go. Fourth quarter, 5:31 left to play. Green Bay up 29-19. Now, fourth and six. Looks like Steelers are getting the ball back. Aaron Rodgers actually make that a field goal attempt by Brandon McManus. Let's see what we got here. Whether or not McManus can make it happen, kick it through. Make it that much more difficult for the Steelers and Rodgers to make this game turn into a W. McManus kick is up, kick is good. Green Bay up 32-19. It's hard to say exactly what happened or why this game got away from the Steelers, but you know, it's hard to say that it was poor plays, poor execution, poor play calling. It could be a combination of all the above, to be perfectly honest with you. And that's just being objective, looking at it, watching the game, and seeing what's going on. You don't play for 3 quarters or 4.5 quarters, you play the whole game. And there's no other option. There's no other alternative. That's just the way it is. But if that doesn't happen, then unfortunately, this is what you get. What we got? Would you like many viewers? Wouldn't we all like many viewers? Let's get many viewers. Help me get many viewers, and we can be the first one. So let's go. You could start out by being the many viewer. Right now, we're in commercial. A lot going on in sports. You got basketball right now. Lakers are down by 1 to the Kings, 101-100. 8:46 in the fourth left to go on that one. Toronto and Dallas. Dallas up by 10 and a win for them. So a little bit of good news for Dallas, if you want to consider that good news. But yeah, it's better news than, Cowboys fans receive. So that's okay. No issue. No, it's not so much that I'm a Cowboys hater. I just like making fun of them. That's all. Nothing wrong with that. It's all banner. Don't take it all that serious. I like other teams besides the Chiefs. Like I said, I like both of these teams playing tonight. I think the Packers and the Steelers are both quality ball clubs that have been around for a long time and help lay the foundation of the modern NFL as you see it. So, and then having the opportunity to still see a great quarterback like Aaron Rodgers air out the ball, and then a young gun who took his place, Jordan Love. Yeah, it's something that you shouldn't take for granted, and you're not going to have many opportunities and chances to see it. So, right now, 5:28 left to play, fourth quarter, Steelers getting the ball, 32-19 is the score. Green Bay up. Steelers going to get the ball right around the 23-yard line. A lot of field for Rodgers. We got 2 timeouts left for the Steelers, all 3 for Green Bay. And I think Green Bay themselves, Pittsburgh themselves might be a little bit shell shocked. They probably weren't expecting to be down in the fourth quarter, trying to fight their way back into this game after they had things handled or managed and they were playing Steeler football. Right now, they're not playing good ball. Incomplete pass by Rodgers on first down to Fryermuth, bringing up 2nd and 10. 5:17 left to play here in the fourth. And I think, like I said, a lot of it has to do with the fact that you are under a lot of pressure, but at the same time, you're paid enough money and have been around and experienced enough to deal with this pressure. And a throw, a catch, and a fumble by Rodgers that looked to be, I'm not sure who it was to. Was it to Metcalf? It's hard for me to say. No, that wasn't Metcalf. But either way, Rodgers threw a completion and Gainwell couldn't hang on to it. Did he have it long enough to be considered a catch, though, is my question. Looking at it from replay, it's close. Of course, they review everything. But if it stands the way it is, Green Bay is in another position to score and to run out more clock, which does nothing to help the Steelers, unfortunately. So, 1st and 10 looks to be Green Bay ball in Steeler territory to begin with. And Gainwell didn't look like he ever really had possession, and it got away from him. Unfortunately, it happens, but timing is everything, as they say. And that was horrible timing. And now you've got Green Bay running out the clock, taking chunks of yards on the ground. That was number 23 with a nice run. I think he gained 13 on that carry. Not to mention you still have Josh Jacobs, and that was Wilson, his replacement. And whether or not we see Jacobs, I don't know. But Jordan Love, he's had a great game. Green Bay, if they end up winning this game and holding out to this lead, are going to be in first place in the NFC North. So, not bad. Things in Wisconsin, aside from the Brewers' loss, are, cups half full. Got to be optimistic about things, see? You can't just be pessimistic about everything. Got to be a little optimistic. Green Bay's schedule, they got the Panthers, the Eagles. They go to play the Giants, then Vikings back at home, and then to Detroit, and then here in Green Bay against the Bears. So, not the easiest schedule, but not the hardest schedule either. Very possible that you'll see Green Bay with maybe out of those games, let's call it 2 losses. So they'll end up with a record right around what? After that was how many games? 6 games? Or was that 5? I can't remember. So let's say they win 4 out of the 6. That'll bring them to an 8-3-1 record, which is still, depending on what happens with the rest of the divisions, very healthy and very much in the hunt for the postseason and good seeding as well. Right now, NFC-wise, you got the Eagles, you've got Green Bay, the other divisions, whether or not you want to consider the West anything real special, aside from the Rams, I'm still not 100% sold on Seattle. 49ers without Brock Purdy and Mac Jones under center doesn't make me very comfortable or confident. And as far as the South goes, Jordan Love back to throw, looking for somebody that's going to take incomplete pass. Did have a man in the vicinity. That's going to bring up 4th and 3. Green Bay able to hold. 4:02 left to play. Pittsburgh able to hold. Green Bay 4th and 3. Gonna see McManus back out there. Put 3 back up on the board. Make it a 35-19. And 4 minutes, no timeouts. And Aaron Rodgers for Pittsburgh. So let's see what that does. McManus kicked up good. Like I said, 35-19. We got a 2-possession game, 16 points. 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, 2 defensive stops or turnovers, all in the course of 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Is it possible? Sure. A lot of things are possible. Is it going to happen realistically? Don't know. I've seen some weird things. I've seen weird things happen in 13 seconds. You never know. The game's not over till the game is over. I've particularly thought that Aaron Rodgers and the Packers and the Steelers were going to be able to come out and not so much handily defeat Green Bay, but I did believe that they would come out with the win. Between Aaron Rodgers having something to prove that he can still play against his old team, which he may not ever have the opportunity to do again, and the fact that you are in Pittsburgh and you've got the home crowd with you, and of course the Packers, they do travel really well, and that's Gainwell with the kickoff return, Pittsburgh with the ball, Rodgers and the offense back out on the field. We've got just under 4 minutes left to play in the game. Pittsburgh down by 16, and let's see what they do. Let's see what kind of plays the Steelers offense is going to call. Let's see what they're thinking. Are they thinking just take what the defense gives you, or are you going to actually put some together? And it looks like they're going to try to conserve as much possible clock as possible, as they can, and play with the sidelines and not go down the middle or take any shots unless they know they have a man beat and the other man open. So right now it's a game of just getting as close as you can to put points on the board and being in their own territory at the 30, call it the 41-yard line now. They've got a little ways to go. Again, sidelines is where they're going for right now. 3:43 left in this fourth quarter. It's the strategy that's going to benefit them the most. Whether or not it's going to end up in the result that they want, that being a win, we have yet to see. But like I said, that's why we play the game right now. Just make sure you play the sideline smart and get out of bounds. They're being able to do it so far. 3:37. They've taken off very little time. They've been going to that right sideline 3 out of the 4 plays here since they've gotten the ball back. And right now with 2nd and 5, they're driving. They're nearly at midfield, getting close to another first down and Green Bay territory. And as Rodgers looks for a man, he gets the ball hit as he throws. So that's going to be an incomplete pass, stopping the clock and bringing up a 3rd and 5 for Pittsburgh and Rodgers and company. So let's see what Mike Tomlin decides he wants to do now. At this point, you might as well take a shot down the middle. I feel that you don't have anything to lose. You're going to run off time one way or the other. This way, if you hand the ball off, you're not going to lose any yardage and hopefully be able to convert a first down and get some meaningful yards. Let's see if I'm right. And the Rodgers goes down the middle, has a man, but as good as the throw was, could not hold on to it. Good news is the clock stops with 3:27 left to play, still 4th and 5. The pass was good. The catch wasn't there, unfortunately. Coverage was great on that play. Just, if you put any less on it, you would have risked it being intercepted. If you put any more on it, it would be an uncatchable ball. 4th and 5, and honestly, this could come down to everything right here. You're not going to give any more opportunities. And at 4th and 5, That's DK Metcalf able to convert with a throw from Rodgers, bringing up first down with the clock still ticking. 3:15 and some change left to play in this fourth quarter. Rodgers trying to orchestrate something before the 2-minute warning, which is going to be the only clock stoppage that the Packers are going to have. And Freiermuth with a catch, a pickup of about 7 on first down. Clock still ticking. The hurry up style offense, no huddle type offense. And they've got the defense in there right now for the Packers that can be exploited because of this. And that is exactly what Aaron Rodgers is doing. And he's got the Steelers down to the 20-yard line with 2:25 to go before the end of this game. 2-minute warning coming up, ball at the 21-yard line. I guarantee Rodgers tries to go for pay dirt on this one and take a shot in the end zone. He does, has his man, touchdown, and that's going to be good. There's no reason why that isn't a touchdown. I don't understand why it wouldn't be called a touchdown. He had it, grabbed it, went to the ground, had control the whole time, but they're not calling that a completion. I don't understand that. That's a catch, clearly holding on to the ball. I don't understand what just happened there. He's got the ball. He's down. That's a completion. That's a touchdown. He's already in the end zone. And at that point, that needs to be looked at again carefully because that ball is clearly in possession and control, and that was a touchdown. And it is a touchdown. They've called it. Touchdown, Steelers. And Steelers are going to have to go for 2 points on this one. That was a great throw, great pass, great catch, great play call. So they did everything perfect. They did it in 1:52 seconds, and the 2-minute warning is still coming up with 2:07 left to play here as the Steelers go for 2 points to make this a one-possession game in Pittsburgh. Let's see what we got. Let's see. 25-35 the score right now. Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure what they were looking at when they were looking to see why that wouldn't have been a touchdown, but they want to be sure, especially with all the things that have come about lately in way of sports and the pass by Rodgers for the 2-point conversion was no good, but we have a flag down. That's going to be interference in the end zone. That's going to be on Green Bay, and that's going to bring the ball to the 1-yard line, and they're going to try again. Well, like I said, it's not over till it's over. As always, I appreciate everybody's viewership. I appreciate the opportunity to gain your viewership and your subscription and whatever else, depending on what platform you're on. Thank you, is what I'm trying to say. It means a great deal. And 2-point conversion is good. We have a one-possession game. They're calling it no good now. What? We have to look at that again. There's the throw. A laser by Rodgers. Catches good. Catches made. Control. There was enough control for long enough after he was in the end zone. At that point, right there, that's a catch. That's unbelievable. And it looks like they're going to keep that call and not give them that 2-point conversion, though I am in Last two plays, the touchdown and now this 2-point conversion are under some serious scrutiny, and it's not me being favorable to the Steelers or to the Packers. It's just very odd that they're taking that close of a look at it when in any or on or under any other circumstance, that would have been a done deal. The conversion would have been good. The touchdown would have been good. In this case, we're 1 for 2, and the onside kick is what we can't anticipate now, unless the 2-minute rule is in effect, in which case no onside kick is going to be allowed. But we'll see if that is the case. And it's not. Onside kick is up, and the kick is retained by the Packers, giving them a short field and the ball with 2:06 left to play. Pittsburgh out of timeouts. Steelers, they couldn't finish. They couldn't finish mathematically, even if they were to run this clock out and get into victory formation for the next 3 downs. They could punt the ball off, get it back to the Steelers with no time, and win this game. So let's see if that's what they do. The one variable is the 2-minute warning, in which case they're going to run this play and try to get as many yards as they can. If they can get a first down, which they didn't, they picked up about 4 on the ground. Now you got second down and the 2-minute warning. So if you do the math, and I know we can all do math, there's going to be little to no time, even if you do not get a single yard, and just give the Steelers the ball back by going into victory formation. So as good of a game as this was, and as much potential as it had, and I thought it was going to be a whole lot different, it's unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. Steelers fans, Packers fans, they've got a great tradition. They've got a great following. They've got loyal fans. They've got quality fans, quality organizations, and they're going to go far. This game is not going to dictate the entirety of the season for either one of these clubs, nor should it. But there's 2 minutes left to play, and we're going to finish it out, because you don't start anything you can't finish, and you finish what you start. Very simple. Didn't make that up. Been around for a while. Not taking credit on that. We got victory formation, or are we going to take a run at it? And now we got a whistle, timeout by the Packers. Still 2 minutes. So now you have to listen to me. Give a plug to Dubbies 150 milligram caffeine single serve packets. All natural, no sugar, no calories. Use code SOFAKING, all one word, for 10% off. Go to www.dubbys.gg and use that code to save 10%. Also, grassrootskc.com, your number one, your only one for the finest of the fine all the time. And that one, you use code MAX10. That's right, 10%. Who doesn't want to save money? So there's 2 things to help out, and that's, least I can do. I will do more as I can. And first down on the ground by Wilson for Green Bay, and that's going to do it. 1 and 2 seconds left. We're down to 2 kneel downs, and this game is going to go in the books. Pittsburgh is going to go to 4-3. while the Packers are going to be at 5-2-1. So interesting. Excuse me. 5-1-1. I apologize for the Packers. And one more kneel down, and this one's over. Players ready, taking the field. They're not even going to worry about that kneel down. It's a done deal. Final score: Green Bay 35, Pittsburgh 25, and no love shown to the Steelers by Aaron Rodgers' former team. But that was another one. Tomorrow night, we got the Chiefs and the Commies coming here to Kansas City. We'll get, I don't want to guarantee the whole game, but we'll do at least the second half, watch, react, see what's going on. Open panel style, you know how we do it. Anyway, guys and gals out there, have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy Sunday night wherever you are. Get ready for Monday and another great week. And we'll talk at you again tomorrow. This is your boy, Mad Max. And we out. Spasiba. Пока.